Evening, everybody. It's 5:22, and this is your closing comment for Monday the 27th, and it is video number 1079. And I remind everyone to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I didn't put out anything intraday today, but I tend to do more and more of them as we are in trades. Okay, so welcome to the second day of the Santa Claus rally. We had new all-time high closes for the S&P. They added 6540 or 1.38, and that was only 1 basis point below the biggest gainer of the day, which was the NASDAQ, up 217.89 or 1.39. So pretty close. The Dow was up 361, which is 0.98. The Russell was only up 1988, so just under 9/10, and the Dow Jones Transports was up 201.73 or 1.25%. What I found interesting today, though, was that the VIX closed 1768, down just 0.28 or 1.56%. And normally when you see all-time new highs, people tend to get a little bit more complacent, but clearly that is not happening here. Now, we did have a spike up into that 26, 27, 28 area, but we're not really giving it up here. And I think that part of that is that the rallies continue to get more and more narrow. On the Dow, or the NYSE, it was 2-to-1 stocks up to down. But on the NASDAQ, it was literally just over 1-to-1. 2,300 and change up, 2,200 and change down. And again, it's a holiday, so I expected, holiday week, so I expected lower volume, but it was only 3.7. We've been running 4.4, 4.5 billion shares, and so that's a bit lower. Okay, the strength in the market, clearly the mega cap FANG stocks. Apple up 405, Microsoft up 776, Facebook/Meta up almost $11, Tesla up 27, and NVDA up 13. As far as the sectors, we had exactly who you'd expect. Airline and cruise line stocks down. Work from home, kind of mixed. Pot down. The meme stocks all down. The Chinese mega cap, Alibaba, Baidu, DIDI, which I mentioned this morning, we had news on, also down on the day. The two stocks that I mentioned this morning, BBIO and MBOT, continued to do exactly what they were doing. BBIO, BridgeBio, this morning was down about 26. It got no better during the day. In fact, it got worse. Closed 1138, down 29 and change, or 72%. And MicroBot, MBOT, this morning was 887, up 345. Still a nice day. 895, up 353. It only improved 8 cents, but it was up 65%. Chart on the screen, the oil went right through the top here and continued up, traded over 76, closed 75.57, up $1.78. The gold was down about $3, which after the week that it had last week is normal and expectable. Bitcoin, 51,275, even though it traded about 1,000 higher, just around 52,200, was up $215. The dollar was up a dime. The bonds were up a quarter, and the corn, which we're in, closed pretty close to the high of the day today, up 9 cents. This morning, I think when we talked about it, it was up about 6 cents. But it is a continuation of the move that we saw and are looking for, back up into that 616, 620 area. As you can see, we closed 614 and 3/4, up 9, and that was only about 3/4 of a cent per bushel off the high. I'll give you a little bit more perspective here. I'm looking for about this 616, 620, maybe a little bit higher. And the options that we own in the ETF, which is also CORN, corn, they closed at 65 cents. They were only up a nickel. And they did close at the high. Volume was a little on the light side. Those are the 23s, and the stock closed 22.27, up 22 cents, and the options closed 65 cents bid, offered at 70. Also SOFI, where we have another position, we paid between $1.30 and $1.13. For those. We bought 50% more on the pullback. That stock closed 15.35, up 26 cents. The high was 15.49. The options closed $1.30, up 8 cents. So we're just ever so slightly ahead there, but not enough to speak about. But the difference is that I think SOFI can easily move substantially higher, whereas I think corn is getting a little on the overbought side, and we could easily see a reversal, at any time. But it is a nice chart, and it has been acting really well. Could it get back up into this area? Absolutely. This high, which would be the last high before the gap, was at 628. 628 would be a monstrous move for us. All right, everyone. I'll be back first thing in the morning, and tomorrow we have FHFA Housing Price Index and Case-Shiller Housing Index. So it's kind of a light week for economic numbers. Have a good evening. I'll be back first thing